it is that time. What's going on, guys? It's me, Westtown HD. Today, guys, we are here to do a quick speculation video. They just announced on Nintendo's Twitter page that they'll be having a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate live stream with Sakurai as they do, and it's going to be detailing the Arms Fighter 35 minutes of footage. It's going to be great. Decided to get some of my buds together to do a little speculation. Joining me today, we have Arisu Sosuke himself.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
We've got G-Shadow007.
Yo, what up, everybody?
And joining us for the first time on the channel, we have Joseph from Modern Hog. What's going on, Joe?
Hola.
And yeah, we're just going to get right into it. So, Nintendo said 35 minutes of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate footage will be showcased on their YouTube and Twitch page as they normally do for that stuff. The only catch is that they said they were very specific in saying that they will not be showing off the next fighter here, which I guess is a smart, or like a smooth, not smooth, but like understand why they're doing it because of the whole pandemic thing, so they likely don't want to try and do a target release date for something that they're not sure about if it'll actually come out soon. So likely a Nintendo Direct sometime in the fall will show us our next fighter. But Sosuke, do you want to take us away with how you think the presentation is going to go?
I feel like we're gonna get probably 25 minutes of character. Like, you know, things about the character, the songs, the stage. Like, probably fucking a whole 5 minutes dedicated to the spirits. And then I think after that it'll be Mii Fighter costumes. And then Sakurai's gonna be like, ha, you thought! Now here's the character you really want. And then it just kind of ends with him going, yeah, we actually wanted to show, I wanted to show a character because Nintendo doesn't get to decide what I do.
Yeah, that's a bold prediction. I don't know if anyone can match that. But G-Shadow, do you have any predictions for the presentation on Monday?
It's probably just gonna mostly talk about the movesets, the certain things the character can do. Probably give some time to the stage and the music. I don't really remember much of ARMS music because I never really cared about the game ever. And maybe go over spirits. I don't really expect much because I don't really get much of a crap about ARMS, but I do want to see what the character can do.
Okay, out of all of us in this call here, fair warning, Joe is the only one of us that's actually played ARMS. I think we all kind of looked at it and was like, not for us, but
it's just meh.
That's does playing it on release day count?
I mean, I played it at
all of 2 minutes.
I played it at friends. I played it at friends' parties, so I mean, I guess. But Joe, how do you think the presentation is going to turn out?
Right, I think like structurally, it's going to be like the Byleth presentation thing, where Sakurai spends like 2 minutes just like talking about the mystery of the character and like, oh, we announced it like a couple months ago, and now we're going to be showing you this trailer. Watch the trailer. And then trailer plays, we get like what is ARMS, and then like the moveset, yeah, explanation on stage, music. I've seen lots of people like be really interested in like the kinds of music that they'll have from ARMS in Smash, because a lot of people like that soundtrack. So I'm really interested to see what
people do
tracks they have.
I don't remember a single song.
I remember that, like, the...
Do you not remember the main theme, at least?
I remember that. Oh, and that's about it.
Yeah.
The ARMS does have some really good music if you like character themes. Like, I think the theme for Robo Springman and Doctor... What's the guy's name?
Coil.
Huh?
Dr. Boyle, is that his name?
Coil.
Coil,
Her.
yeah.
Yeah,
she's got a really nice theme.
I didn't know there were character themes.
You know, they when you do the single player, and you fight them in like arenas and stuff, they have like kind of like Street Fighter has their themes.
Ah, okay.
So I think each character has their own unique theme. So I don't think.
But honestly, it's probably nothing as legendary as those games because I have the Street Fighter songs in my brain. Like they're never going away. I don't remember it.
Well, see, the thing is,
the
thing with Street Fighter is the Street Fighter's been re-released to hell and back. This is only ARMS' second time being, and that as well as ARMS is nowhere near as popular as Street Fighter. Street Fighter is a household name.
Oh no,
true.
Like you could show somebody a picture of Ryu and they'll be like, oh, it's that guy from Street Fighter. You show somebody a picture of an ARMS character, they'll be like, is that a toy you want, sweetie?
Is that the guy from Smash Bros?
Honestly, I don't think we'll get we'll get music inclusions worse than the ones from Dragon Quest. Because no shame to Dragon Quest, I'm just not a fan of the orchestral music, and there's only like 2 songs from Yggdrasil's Altar that I actually like.
Like Dragon Quest music is meant to be more like high fantasy, and
yeah.
from like what I know about you, like I don't feel like the music is for you, but the gameplay and characters are good. Just
Oh yeah,
saying.
no, the battle theme
Maybe
from
not
11
the
is really
maybe
good.
not the older ones since they're
a
first
good old-
person.
I'm just saying this about Jessica from Dragon Quest 8. A good old puff puff never hurt anybody. If you know, you know.
Like, the only Dragon Quest song I care about in Smash is Warcry from, like, Dragon Quest 8.
Ah, yeah,
And that's only because I've actually played that game a little bit.
Eight's
And I
the
just-
one. Eight's the one that's considered like the FF7 of the series, right?
Yep, everybody loves
Pretty
it.
much.
And no, actually no, because nobody hates Dragon Quest 8.
Hmm.
It's the only difference I can make.
But getting back on topic, because we're going on a tangent.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, hey, listen, I don't expect this video to be too long for those watching, because we don't have a whole lot to talk about. It's just a bunch of speculation. As for how I think the presentation is going to go, it's going to open up with the trailer. Sakurai is going to be there like, hey, I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited. Welcome to the Smash Bros. Ultimate presentation. The first presentation of 2020. No, the second presentation of 2020. And then he's probably going to go into detail about what the ARMS character does, and basically why they chose ARMS. They'll be like, hey, Nintendo came to me and said, can you put them in the game? I said no, and they said, can you put them in the game? I said no. They rinsed and repeated until I said yes, so now it's in the game.
I mean, it technically was in the game, just in the form
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
like
Just like,
as an assist trophy.
give us
so.
more. They wanted more.
And
They wanted seconds.
after Sakurai spends roughly 20 minutes basically playing the... Knowing Sakurai, he'll probably show off the character, do some 1v1s with the character, and then he might even show off the classic again, like he did for, Terry?
Yep.
Byleth.
Was it
Terry
Pilot?
and Bauer.
Oh, no, yeah, Terry, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
so...
with Violet, he showed up on Smashdown.
Yeah.
Squad
Right,
It was either Smashdown or Squad Strike. One of those.
So, I mean, hey, for all we know, he could try and do All-Star with this character. It's really up in the air.
I forgot that Century Smash is in the game, All-Star Smash.
Right. So it's kind of up in the air what he's going to do, but I definitely think they're going to show us off some more Mii costumes as well. As for what those Mii costumes could be, normally the Mii it's really difficult because the Mii costumes are kind of tied to characters sometimes. Like for Terry, we got like Iori and a bunch of like SNK themed ones. But for Byleth, because Byleth was kind of like, we got Cuphead, we've got Altair. So it was like those two, yeah, those are like, so why did they give us Ubisoft Mii costumes for Byleth? But so it's really like they could do whatever they want here. They could give us a Shadow Mii costume here and crush my soul.
Yeah.
But
Well, no, like, remember, Mii costumes don't deconfirm characters. Didn't we get the Chrom one back, and Chrom's playable?
yeah, and the Black Knight one. Oh no, he's not playable. What am I saying?
He's in a 5th trophy, though. So there goes that idea.
I mean, we eventually, if Geno is not actually playable, we might see the Geno Mii costume come back.
Hell, I think we might see it this time.
If they end up adding Paper Mario as a playable fighter, that'd be funny because of the new Paper Mario game. So they might end up doing Geno for them. But I think honestly, I'm just gonna go on a limb and say that the character Mii costume that we'll get specifically for this one, that'll have its own music track, will be Shantae.
Actually, that.
Just something about this presentation. I don't know. I'm just going out on a limb. I'm just gonna risk it for the biscuit. I think Shantae is gonna be a Mii costume. I don't know what music track she'd come with, but I really like her vocal theme from, I think it's Half Genie Hero. Dance Through the Danger, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Don't know if they put that kind of song in Smash, but I would absolutely smack to that song.
I mean, it's not as explicit as the Bayonetta music, so I think it's...
Oh no, it's not really explicit at all. Like the music's really tame. It's just, I don't know if that's like, because I don't think that song actually plays in the game at all. I think it's just the main theme. And I'm sure that Shantae's been out for a while. I'm sure there's more iconic music, but that song is upbeat and I like it. But yeah, I believe that's it for the for predictions to presentations. Now we're gonna go into the meat and bones of the presentation. So, gentlemen, starting with Sosuke, who do you think our ARMS representative is going to be?
I feel like it's either going to be Min Min or Dr. Coil. Just because Min Min, because I feel like she's more recognizable as an ARMS character than Ribbon Girl. Like, there's something about her design that's more unique than Ribbon Girl. Like, Springman, he's on the box, so you kind of have to think, oh, he's cool, but not counting him.
He's already a trophy, though, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's an assist trophy. I think we're either going to get Min Min or Dr. Coil. Dr. Coil, because she seems like the main bad guy of ARMS. Don't quote me on that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, she seems like, oh, villain. We don't have enough villain characters in Smash. But it's either her or Min Min. However, I mean, if we get Twin Tail, artists on Twitter, I'm not saying hack your Switch to take the model out of the game, but do what you want.
Okay, G Shadow.
I'm gonna say it's Twin Tail, simply because of all the waifus that we've got ever since Smash became a thing. You got the Wii Fit trainer, you got Bayonetta, you got Zero Suit Samus. I'm just gonna go and throw a curveball and say it's gonna be Twin Tail.
We haven't gotten a whole lot of female representation in the Fighters Pass, aside from Byleth, who is mixed gender, so...
Maybe a bit Kazooie.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah,
I'm
actually.
just gonna say it's Twin Tail.
Okay.
Also because I think when Arms was first announced, she was like everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Everywhere. You couldn't go
Yeah.
10 steps on Twitter without seeing some Twin Tail.
Alright, Joe,
Snake
who
or what? Twin Tail.
do you think? Who do you think's gonna be in the game, Joe?
I think it's gonna be Springman.
Ooh.
Like, I realize it's like
Sure.
the obvious pick, and I think that's this is gonna sound a bit stupid, but I think that's exactly why they're gonna go for him.
So you
Because,
think
Because like
'Cause
nobody expects him, right?
because he's
at this
already a
point.
trophy?
Yeah,
So
but
you
you know,
think
there's
they
easy
would,
ways
like,
to get around that. Like they
So you
could
think
like
so-
replace him with Spring John maybe.
That actually would be pretty interesting.
Yeah. Or they
How
could
about
just
the
like
assist
make it so
trophy?
that the assist trophy can't appear whenever like Springman's like on the field like fighting.
Yeah, I was
My
about to say
assist trophy
perhaps,
combo videos.
perhaps they'll probably like switch back and forth between the trophies depending whether or not Springman's in the game.
Yeah, there's ways they can get around it, I feel. And because, you know, like I've heard a lot that like people think that Springman's too obvious, that's why they won't go for him. And I feel like that's the perfect reason to like throw Springman in. Like
A subversion of expectations that
yeah,
were already
pretty
set.
much, yeah.
Hiding in
just
plain
like-
sight.
Exactly.
Day
That's
43.
exactly it.
Day 43, they don't suspect a thing.
Alright, interesting take. As for me, I think all of them are going to be in. Now, hear me
And
out.
skins?
So, kind of like Bowser Jr. has the Koopalings, I think a lot of their model data can be not like shrunk to the same size. Well, I shouldn't say all of them, because I think there's 16 characters, and there's normally only 8
Yeah.
costumes per. Although
Yeah,
in
it's a bit,
Smash,
that's a bit too much.
in
like-
Smash 4, we had 16 costumes for Little Mac because he had all of Little Mac's regular costumes in the wireframes. I don't know if they'd go the extra mile for the ARMS characters, but at the very least, I think we're going to get more than, like, for example, if we get Springman, we might get Ribbon Girl as well, because like they're both essentially the same model. Just Spring Girl's
Yeah.
got Ribbon Girl's got the hair and whatnot, and is also as well Min Min. It's also very similar model data. Not Metal Springman. What's it called?
Springtron.
Springtron. He's literally the same character as Springman, just a different type of metal. So, kind of like how we have the heroes, we've got Byleth as well. We can swap different people. I think it's not too far fetched to think we might get more than one ARMS character.
That could happen. The only issue is that some of the different ARMS characters have like different abilities and properties. Like Min Min has like the kicks. She has like a sort of like dragon fist thing that shoots lasers. I think Ribbon Girl has like 6 jumps or something.
Really?
What?
Well,
Something like that.
What?
Or maybe
that's a
like an air
problem.
dash.
Illegal! Illegal! Ban this character now!
Like an air dash. I'm not entirely sure.
Air Dash?
Oh.
Air Dash is banned.
Bro, I can
Get that out
already
there.
see Mighty Keith's video. Bro, she got 6 jumps,
I mean,
Get that
doesn't
ass banned.
Kirby and Meta Knight have that too?
but they're
They're
not. They don't
light.
have arms.
They're light. Like, I'm not trying to have someone air dash and then forward air me from the other side of the screen while they're at the blast zone.
I don't think any.
I'm pretty sure some ARMS character has 6 jumps. I'm not.
Or it might
I'm
be.
not
Is
sure I'm
it?
getting that
Is
wrong.
it? Not Robot Girl. Mech. Not Diva. What's her name?
Mechanica?
Mechanica. Yeah. Does she? No, because she has the. She actually kind of looks like she could function like a Bowser Jr. Echo Fighter because she's got like the little mech and
Yeah.
it's got the arms.
Alright.
But I don't think there's really anything else for us to talk about per se, aside from who we think Mii Fighters are going to be. I already gave my piece, but do you guys have anything you want to say about Mii Fighters?
I'll let Joe go first.
Yeah.
You need to think about
Oh,
mine for
okay.
a little bit.
See, there's like so many potential options, and like Sans and Cuphead were so random. You know, like I don't think anybody was expecting them,
Right.
and like to even appear. So it's kind of hard to like narrow things down. I think pretty much like any sort of like indie character that has some sort of close affiliation with Nintendo can really work. Maybe like Hollow Knight, maybe?
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Yeah, nice.
You could work well as a sword fighter.
Yeah. Got Hollow Knight, maybe ukulele, that could be interesting.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that'd be have a ukulele costume the same way as Banjo.
Yeah. That could work. Nothing else is coming to mind. Of course, yeah, Shantae would work, but yeah, we already talked about it.
I wonder if we'll ever get a Mii costume for Sephiroth.
I don't think so. Like Square's way too stingy.
So stingy.
They're very anal about
They're
that.
so stingy.
Like,
Yeah.
Cloud still has only 2 songs.
I mean,
Yep.
if they did FF7 remake Mii costumes and each Mii costume they had 1 song to its piece, because I can see Square being stingy like that.
They're
But,
like, oh yeah, you can buy the music.
like you can have like Barrett, Tifa, Sephiroth, Jess, maybe not Jessie.
No. Not even, they'll just half-ass it and make Aerith the sword fighter.
Well, I mean, she's got the staff, right? They could just make it. They could just make the staff like because they have Viridi as a sword fighter.
Yeah, and they do have, and Aerith did have a bladed staff in 7 Remake as one of her weapons, so there's that.
I'd love a Tifa Mii costume though, in all honesty.
Yes.
And I love Barrett.
Yeah,
I'd love to
love
make a Barrett Mii costume. So G-Shai, do you have any people, any characters you'd like to see as Mii costumes in Smash Bros?
I'd like to see Hollow Knight. That's the first choice of mine.
Ooh, they could do Solaire as a Mii costume.
Praise the sun!
That'd actually be pretty funny. Maybe the Contra guy.
Ooh,
I don't
Any
even
Contra
remember
guy?
their name. There's 2 of them, and I don't even remember
There's,
their
like-
name.
I think it's one of them's Bill Riser or something.
Yeah.
Probably.
So I mean, Contra does have a big place in Nintendo's history. So
True. They just have to ask Konami.
hey Konami, we've got
Which wouldn't
Snake
be-
and the Castlevania characters. Can you give us some some
it wouldn't be too hard because I'm pretty sure Konami and Nintendo Sopa could.
Ooh, they
work
could
in-
do a Raiden Mii costume.
Rules of nature. See, if they make
Oh,
us
right,
pay for
yeah.
Rules of Nature, I'll take it.
Because we don't
See, I
have,
had to
we
think
don't
about
have,
that first.
we don't have any. So we don't have. Do we have an Alucard Mii costume, or am I tripping?
No.
No. Okay. I was like, we don't have any Konami. Oh, we have no. We don't have Bomberman either. Why is a Bomberman a Mii costume? They've got the
he not?
model. He's not
For
now.
what class, though? For what class, though? That.
Probably Brawler.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if Cuphead, no, Cuphead's a gunner.
Yeah.
Sans and Cuphead are both gunner costumes. That's interesting.
You know, another gunner costume that would likely happen that'd break my heart would be Doom Guy. Because I want him in the game, but I don't know. I want it. I want it.
Master Chief.
You want his music in the game.
I want him. I want his music. Oh yeah, Master Chief is a Mii costume.
Yeah. That'd be
yeah.
crazy.
Minecraft Steve. Why is Steve not a sword fighter yet? That
Yeah,
writes itself.
That would be a really good sword fighter. That would be
Yeah.
really good.
And I guess it would shut a lot of people up, because
Since Dungeons just came out as well.
so
See,
many
if-
people treat Mii fighters like they're their own individual character. I'm just like, as long as you're happy, buddy.
You see, if that were to happen, I'd really love to have a Minecraft stage.
See, I feel
that
like
would be
Minecraft is one of
amazing.
those games where they could probably have a stage and not really like a fighter, like how Animal Crossing had
Exactly, yeah.
had a stage in Brawl before they had a character,
How could they just
Yeah.
throw that in with the Steve Mii costume?
or like
That would be
a creeper assist trophy.
Yeah.
Well, that's just Voltorb again.
No, but
True.
this one walks towards you,
That's also Babam.
and this one looks like a penis.
That's Mara.
Now, Mara Mii costume.
No! Back
No.
on topic, folks.
Make it a gunner, and then like out of the tip it shoots like. Anyway.
No!
Oh.
I'm calling the
Anyways,
police on your channel now.
I think that's more or less it for our predictions. Is there anything you guys wanted to say before we head up?
I think the only Mii Fighter costume that I'd like to see is probably the Monster Hunter costume come back.
Yeah, it's weird that
But this
that's
time,
missing.
but this
Yeah.
time, not the Rathalos armor. Give us something like, oh, I don't know, maybe the Rajang, the Astalos armor, sword fighter. So I'm just saying, make that the sword fighter costume instead.
The Common Rider set.
Yes, I prefer Astalos over Rathalos anyway, so like just give me that instead.
I feel like they just port over the old one.
Yeah, I do too. Well, maybe they can make it the Blue Rathalos set. I think that's it from me.
I don't really got much else to say. I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to the next character as opposed to this one. I'm just not big on arms. Sorry, guys.
I'm not really. I think Joe's the only one here. Oh, it's like an actual fan, but I mean, I like the character designs.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I've played it like a couple of times. Like the first time I played it was at like a convention, and then the second time I played it was with the most recent like demo thing that they had, like a test punch they call it.
Maybe if it wasn't so gimmicky, I would have been more interested in it.
Do you guys think that they'll take this opportunity to announce an ARMS 2 during this presentation?
Probably.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Maybe during like the next direct, maybe, but I don't think now.
See, I was under the impression that Nintendo, if the pandemic didn't hit, was going to have Nintendo Direct announce ARMS 2 and then say go watch this ARMS presentation on this day. But now that there's no Nintendo Direct happening because of the pandemic, it's very like what's going to happen. Also, I wonder if Sakurai is back in office or if he's like going to be at home, like having breakfast. Like, oh hey, I didn't see you there.
Hey, why are you in my house?
He's just having a bowl of cereal and he's like, oh.
The frickin' narrator for translator for this stupid, he's like, Mr. Sakurai, your presentation right now. Another one. I just had one back in February. The people want their character. And they just sighs and they just splash screen.
He's just like, oh right, I was doing this.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit that like button for your boy. Leave a comment down below letting us know who you think is going to be the ARMS fighter, and we'll start with our outro. Sosuke, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at ArisuSosuke, even though I kinda don't use it except to announce streaming, which I do stream on Twitch. I'm currently streaming Xenogears and Persona 4 Gold. Might even stream something else off of a dead console. Who knows? We'll see what happens from there, and I'll catch you all there if you decide to come by.
And G Shadow?
You can find me on my YouTube channel called GShadow007, where I will post a very lengthy review of Gundam Age in the near future.
And Joe?
I'm on YouTube as Modern Hog. I've got some stuff in the works. Yeah.
You could like
I'm also on
YTVs.
Twitter. Yeah. I'm also on Twitter as Modern Hog. Didn't you know? I'm on Twitch. As
He's
Modern
also
Hog.
on Egg McMuffin on Steam. Don't
Yes.
forget that.
I'm Modern Hog on there as well.
All right, and you already know you're watching on Westtown HD. We are going to go ahead and get up out of here, guys.
Later.
Au revoir.
See ya.
Deuces!